Days of Our Lives, DOOL. Spoilers reveal that Sophia Choi's Rachel Boyd suicide note did what she intended, since it made Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimus, look like the reason she wanted to end her own life. Nowadays fans can see that Holly's stuck in a bad situation, which could get even worse. Sophia didn't actually intend to take a blow to the head and a river plunge when she met Kristen DiMera, Stacy Heidick, that night. The plan, as far as Sophia knew, was for Kristen to fund her fresh start out of town, but Kristen had other grim ideas. Even so, Sophia left behind that note and pointed the finger at Holly, so Amy Choi, she-née Nielsen, blames Holly for her daughter's horrible outcome. Amy made that crystal clear in DOOL's May 5 episode and even threatened Holly with legal action. Cyberbullying is a crime. You are responsible for what happened to Sophia, and I will make sure that you pay, Amy warned before stomping off. Ariana, Ari, Horton, Vico Escortia could go down for the gossip chat comments too, but Amy is obviously most fixated on Holly paying, since she was specifically named in Sophia's note. Days spoilers suggest that if Amy gets her wish, Holly could get arrested for cyberbullying and watch as her life gets turned upside down. Of course, considering how furious and potentially unhinged Amy is becoming, she could prove dangerous if a judge doesn't see things her way. Amy could take the law into her own hands with scary results, so Holly could face even worse consequences in that case. Regardless, Days spoilers say Amy is out for revenge, so Holly had better watch out in the coming weeks. Since Amy is angry and devastated over what happened to Sophia, she won't rest until Holly truly suffers. Do you think Holly will get arrested once Amy pushes this cyberbullying issue? How far will Amy go to make sure Holly faces crushing news? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Amy's vengeful side will keep coming out no matter what, so stay tuned for all the chaos that's ahead for Holly. Salem, USA. In the sprawling, twist-filled universe of Days of Our Lives, villains usually monologue in dingy warehouses, and heroes rescue each other from certain doom just before the commercial break. But the show's recent May sweeps storyline has taken a sharp, uncomfortable turn into 21st century darkness. The fallout from Sophia Choi's Rachel Boyd staged death isn't just another DiMera scheme. It's a chilling, ripped from the headlines parable about digital cruelty, parental grief, and how a single anonymous comment can unravel a life. This is creativity news with a twist. Not about a new set or a casting call, but about how DOOL is creatively reinventing the revenge genre for the social media age. And at the center of the storm, Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimus, who is about to learn that in Salem, a suicide note is the most dangerous weapon of all. The note that changed everything for weeks, viewers watched Sophia Choi balance on a razor's edge. Her plan was simple. Fake her own demise, blame the town pariah, Holly, and use Kristen DiMera's, Stacy Heidick, dirty money to start a new life. But Kristen, as always, had other, grim ideas. Instead of a clean getaway, Sophia ended up with a blow to the head and a plunge into the icy river. A very real tragedy wrapped in a fake suicide plot. Yet, the fiction remains. Sophia's meticulously crafted letter did exactly what it was supposed to do. It named Holly Jonas as the reason she wanted to end her own life. The narrative is set. Holly, the privileged daughter of Nicole Walker and the late Daniel Jonas, is painted as a cyberbully. And in the court of public opinion, and soon, the Salem PD, that perception is reality. Amy Choi's warning. You will pay. The May 5 episode delivered a masterclass in quiet fury. Amy Choi, she-née Nielsen, usually a background figure of maternal concern, stepped into the foreground as a woman possessed. Confronting Holly, she didn't scream. She didn't slap. She delivered a cold, legalistic promise that felt more terrifying than any punch. Cyberbullying is a crime. You are responsible for what happened to Sophia, and I will make sure that you pay. This is where Days of Our Lives gets creatively brilliant. By pivoting from the usual Salem brand of revenge, poison, brainwashing, secret twins, to a real-world criminal charge, the writers have locked Holly into a corner with no easy exit. There is no Stefano DiMera to bribe the judge. There is no magical amnesia to reset the timeline. There is only a grieving mother, a digital paper trail, and a potential arrest warrant. According to new spoilers, Holly will indeed face the music, with Amy pushing hard for legal action, and the Salem PD likely eager to close a high-profile case. Holly Jonas is looking at a cyberbullying arrest. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. In many jurisdictions, and Salem seems to follow modern law when convenient, cyberbullying tied to a death can carry serious penalties, including jail time. Imagine the visual. Holly, in handcuffs, being led past the Brady pub while the town watches. Ariana, Ari, Horton, Vico Escortia, may also face scrutiny for her role in the gossip chat, but Amy's laser focus is on Holly, the name in the note. The creative tension here is exquisite. Holly is, for the most part, innocent of the crime she's accused of. She didn't drive Sophia to suicide because Sophia isn't dead. But Holly did participate in the culture of online cruelty. She typed the words, "In the eyes of the law, and a broken mother, intent no longer matters." When grief turns to vigilante justice, but the most dangerous twist isn't the arrest, it's what happens if the justice system fails Amy's expectations. Spoilers tease that Amy is becoming potentially unhinged. If a judge dismisses the case or gives Holly probation, Amy won't simply go home and cry. She will escalate. This is where Days of Our Lives taps into a primal, terrifying creative vein, the vigilante parent. Unlike Kristen's cartoonish evil or Gabby's calculated scheming, Amy's revenge will be raw, impulsive, and deeply human. Will she confront Holly physically, sabotage her future, leak even more damaging secrets, or, in a shocking turn, will Amy target someone Holly loves, perhaps Maggie or a returning character, to make the girl feel the same soul-crushing loss? The show is creatively blurring the line between victim and villain. Amy is sympathetic. Her daughter is, presumably, dead. But her pursuit of vengeance could turn her into the very monster she hates. That's the hallmark of great soap storytelling. No white hats, no black hats, only gray, bleeding moral ambiguity. The Ripple Effect, a teen social thriller. What makes this storyline so compelling is its relevance. Days of Our Lives has transformed its teen scene into a miniature prestige thriller about digital ethics. The show is asking uncomfortable questions. Is a mean comment in a group chat legally equivalent to manslaughter? Can you be arrested for words? How much does intent matter when the result is a body bag? For Holly Jonas, the nightmare is just beginning. Even if she avoids prison, her reputation is shattered. College admissions, gone. Friendships, strained. Her relationship with her mother, complicated by the fact that Nicole has her own history of bad choices. And lurking in the background is the ultimate irony. Sophia is alive. We think, at any moment, the truth could explode, but by then, Amy might have already done irreversible damage. If Amy hurts Holly and then learns Sophia faked the whole thing, that revelation won't bring back an unbroken life. It will only add another layer of tragedy. Days of Our Lives is currently doing something rare, using a soap opera's heightened reality to dissect a very real societal sickness. Amy Choi's revenge isn't about a hidden dagger or a poisoned cocktail. It's about police reports, subpoenas, and the cold, permanent record of a social media post. Will Holly be arrested? Almost certainly. Will Amy go too far? Without a doubt. And will Sophia eventually crawl out of that river to complicate everything? This is Salem. So expect the unexpected. The teens of Salem are no longer just angst-ridden sidekicks. They are the main event. And Amy Choi has just become the most dangerous woman in town, not because she has a DiMera fortune, but because she has nothing left to lose.